Okay, the page you're looking at right now makes real money. This is Spiel. They publicly claim that they went from zero to $1 million ARR in 3 months. And their Stripe verified MRR sits around 66K right now. So the claim's ahead of the math, but either way, this page sells. And I want to show you why. Because it's not the gradient, it's three structural decisions. And by the end of this, you'll be able to steal all three for your own page. Here's the thing that kills most founder landing pages. And I've done this too. You spend weeks on the product, then you write a page that describes it. It looks clean in Figma. Everyone on your team nods, and then cold traffic hits it, and nothing. And it's almost never a design problem. It's that a stranger lands on your hero and can't answer three questions in about 5 seconds. Who is it for? What do I get out of it? And what am I supposed to click? If any of those is fuzzy, they are gone. They don't scroll down to give you a second chance. Then the proof, the testimonials, the logos. That stuff usually gets shoved into a carousel at the end or at the bottom of the page, where it's backing up nothing. Nobody's down there. And the buttons, specifically the button says sign up, which, if you think about it, is asking me to do the paperwork. Nobody wakes up in the morning wanting to sign up for things. So that's the whole game, honestly. Hero answers the three questions. Proof sits next to the claims it supports, and one low friction ask repeated. Watch how Spiel does each one. And this is the fun part. Now back to the live page. Don't scroll yet. Everything I care about is already on screen. And that's kind of the point. This first screen is doing most of the conversion work for the entire page. Start with a headline. Create AI UGC videos that feel real. Read that again. Feel real. Now, what's your biggest fear buying an AI video tool? That the output looks fake, right? They answered your objection before you even finished forming it. That's not copywriting decoration, that's defense. There's a quick test I run on every headline. Could a different company use this exact line and have it still make sense? For example, build better videos with AI. Anyone could say that. AI UGC videos that feel real. That's one specific product for one specific field. Now, this headline passes. Right under it, the subhead does the boring but critical job. AI avatars hold and talk about your product. Ready for meta ads, TikTok, and Reels in under 3 minutes. Who it's for, what it does, where it goes, how fast, all in one sentence. No poetry. Now look at what's next to the copy. Actual output. A finished UGC style video. A bunch of them, in fact. Right in the hero. And for a visual product, that's the smartest move on this page because I don't have to believe a single word they wrote. I can just look. Showing beats telling every time. And then the buttons. Notice there are two, but they are not equals. Try for free gets the color and the weight. Watch demo is basically a ghost. That hierarchy is deliberate. The moment you give someone three equally loud buttons, you have given them a decision to make. And decisions are where conversions go to die. So, run the 5-second test on your own hero tonight. Stranger, tab open, 5 seconds. It should answer who it's for, what do they get, what do they click. If they stumble on any of the three, the hero isn't done. Simple as that. All right, so the hero earns attention. Now the page has to earn trust. And this is where placement matters more than volume. The rule I want you to steal over here is proof goes next to the claim it's supporting, not in a pile at the bottom. Let's scroll. First thing under the fold. You want some version of People like you already use this. This could include logos, user count, a review badge, whatever you honestly have. It doesn't need to be impressive. It needs to be there, right where the doubt kicks in. Although, funny thing about this page specifically, that output grid in the hero, that was already proof. Before you read a single testimonial, you watched the product work. Visual products get to cheat like that. The second spot proof matters is right next to the ask. When someone is hovering over that button, that's peak hesitation. That's where a named testimonial or even a line like no credit card does the heaviest lifting. What you don't want is what most founders do: hoard every logo and quote for one big trust section in the footer. Down there, it's decoration. Spread it out, attach each piece to the claim it defends, and suddenly the same proof works twice as hard. Which brings us to the ask itself. And I keep coming back to those three words: try for free. Now compare the versions of this button you have seen: sign up, submit, learn more. Every one of those either sounds like work or leads nowhere. Try for free costs me nothing and promises me something. That's the whole psychology in three words. Also, notice what this page is not asking. It's not juggling a trial and a demo and a wait list at the same wait. It picked one conversion, self serve trial, and everything else is subordinate. Pick your one: trial, demo, or wait list, not all three. Then look at how they kill the last bit of risk. Dig into their trial terms. You get credits to try, and there is no auto renewal, no credit card trap, no we'll bill you if you forget. Whatever's true for your product, say it right under the button. That one line of microcopy converts the fence sitters. And here's the detail that's easy to miss: keep scrolling, and that same button just keeps showing up. Same words every time. Because someone who wasn't convinced at the hero might be convinced after the how it works, and the ask should be sitting right there waiting for them. Speaking of how it works, theirs is three steps: pick an actor, write a script, generate. That's it. Notice they didn't write a manual, they made the product feel doable. And then put the button next to it again. That's all a how it works section needs to do. All right, now zoom out with me. Because here's what I actually want you to take away. You're not copying Spiel's colors or their font. You're stealing the skeleton. Above the fold, a headline that names an outcome and survives the any company tests. A subhead that explains the mechanism, like you would say it out loud. The product visible without waiting for an animation. One loud button, one quiet one. Trust. Something real directly under the hero, something small right next to the button, and every piece of proof parked next to the claim it backs up. And the ask. Copy that lowers risk instead of demanding effort. A true risk killer line under the button. And the same ask, repeated down the page. One conversion goal, not three. That's genuinely it. Tonight, screenshot your own hero. Draw these boxes on it and be honest about which ones fail. Most pages fail two or three. Fixing those is worth more than any redesign. If you want the shortcut and other some tricks and tips, I turned this exact framework into an annotation checklist. The three layers, the empty boxes, you drop your screenshot in and mark it up. Links in the description. And this video is part of the Founders Execution Playbook. The whole series is systems like this for shipping and converting without a team. Subscribe if that's the cue you want showing up. One last honest note: pages change. By the time you watch this, Spiel might look different. Doesn't matter. The skeleton doesn't move. Hero, proof, and CTA. Go check your page.